Yo, it's Sammy Trey's NQ back with another video, and today's video is going to be about fair value gaps. So, what is fair value gaps? Fair value gaps are zones that appear in all time frames, and they're formed every day. They occur when price moves too aggressively in one direction, giving an imbalance in the market. And a fair value gap is defined using three candle structure where the middle candle represents the imbalance and the gap is the mark from the top or the bottom of the wick of the first candle to the bottom or the top of the wick of the third candle. Pretty standard definition of what a fair value gap is. All right, let's get into it. So to mark a fair value gap, you basically see here, right? You see this gap, this imbalance of price. You go here, you go there. Let me use this magnet tool. It helps to mark out these fair value gaps. It goes, so you get the bottom of that wick and the top of this wick, and you could also have templates for these. And then this one's going to be the 1 week. Oh, I don't have 1 week fair value gaps marked out, but you could just go here and 1 week on my presets. But these are some major fair value gaps. These are internal liquidities. On the other video, I was just talking about liquidity in general, and most likely I was talking about external liquidity. This is internal liquidity, and this is where price usually bounces off of and tends to go up. So here I'll show a thing right here. So we have this fair value gap right here on the 1 minute. On the 1 week, and we literally go up right here, and then we fill this imbalance of an internal liquidity. Consequent encroachment is just 50% of the fair value gap. This is 25%. This is another 25%. So this is 50% of basically the fair value gap. And price tends to reverse off the line of consequent encroachment, and then usually what ends up happening is price tends to go into these internal draws and liquidity, and these are imbalances of buy orders. So they usually drive the market to be to go up. So this is just a representation of some higher time frames, fair value gaps, or PD arrays. And yeah, I could also wanted to show. So let's see if I could show on the 15-minute as well. You see here, 15-minute fair value gap right there. Oh, wrong one. 15-minute fair value gap right there. Very nice. Boom, boom, boom. You see with price, we go straight through this 15-minute fair value gap and it's going higher. We go into this 15-minute, into this fair value gap, go higher. We end up going into this fair value gap, we go higher. You know, we tend to go into these price ranges and move off of them pretty frequently. And then these 15. So of course your 1 week, your 1 day, and your 4 hour are gonna be your biggest draws of internal liquidity that you have on these fair value gaps. Now, don't get me wrong, you have them on every single time frame. The 1 minute, you have them on the 1 minute here. You see, but this one's invalidated because price one already went through it. But you have them all in different time frames. They're fractal, and they work in every single time frame. They also work on the 5. They're on every. You'll see the thing. They're on every single time frame. They're everywhere. They're right here. There's another one right here. And what I'm going to teach you today is how we could use them to create entries off of them. And this one's a 5-minute fair value gap right here. And all right, cool. And let's go to the 1 minute real quick. And let's just see. So we had a fair value gap on the 1 minute. We ran straight through it. This is about to be 9:30 candle. Oh, we sweep some external liquidity right here. We're going to continue to go. We go up. Now, full nice hard candle to the downside. Oop. Getting drawn to this 15-minute PD array or fair value gap. Oh, we touch into this fair value gap. Let's see if we respect it or not. All right, we're about to disrespect this fair value gap. Let's see if we go up. We completely disrespect it, as well as sweep some more external liquidity. After disrespecting a fair value gap, usually we tend to go either higher or lower. If we completely disrespect it, we end up going and continue lower. So we end up sweeping some external liquidity, end up going higher, disrespecting this 15-minute fair value gap that we could end up deleting. And then I think we're keep going. So then you could honestly, you have this bearish fair value gap. You wait for one more. You wait for closure of this fair value gap. Right here. Then you change off of this. You change off of this inversion of this fair value gap. And you trade. And you take a trade. From there, target a couple points. And then right there. And that's how you could take some trades from an inversion of a fair value gap. I don't know why it's bugging. Anyways, besides the point, that's how you take it. This is an inverse fair value gap. So this is a bearish fair value gap. This is a bearish 1 minute fair value gap. So in general, this is a bearish fair value gap. On the 1 minute, we completely inverse this fair value gap, going straight through it like nothing happened to it. And if you look on the 3 minute, let me see if you can see. Maybe on the 2. Yep, we completely disrespect this fair value gap, tap back into it, and continuously go higher. And I mean, on the 1 minute, it looks really, really clear. And we end up getting a nice entry. And we retest back into this fair value gap and push higher. We could also take another entry off of this particular candle. Where you could take another entry off of this particular candle if it pushes higher. Yep, and then target. See, pretty easily, this is how you use fair value gaps. This is an inversion of a fair value gap. We go through it, disrespect it, we close above it, and then we use it to get some draws of liquidity here and go higher. And we kind of know that we want to get, because we just swept these, we don't want to go down, so we're going to end up going higher. But yeah, this is how you use fair value gaps. This is how you understand how these fair value gaps work. Also, how to use inverse fair value gaps. Hopefully, understand these are price imbalances and these are particular orders. So, if you guys like this video, please subscribe, like, and comment. Thank you, and Sammy Trades NQ out.